Welcome to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. So Dan, I don't want to say without permission. Let's just say Dan may be doing a remote recording. He actually didn't check in with HQ on this one. No, he did not. He just he went a little rogue on me here. He undisclosed location. I think there's a bit of a gallery there. I don't know. Who knows where we're gonna go with this show? No idea. I know I'm gonna go into our Masters pick. It should be so it should make it a little more eventful. I would only expect. But Dan, speaking of Masters picks, I don't think either of us picked Jordan to win, which was a good. Probably for good reason, as he missed the cut. But boy, he did not miss the cut at the RBC Heritage, did he?
No. He. I didn't see this one coming. Did you?
I did not see this one coming. However, go ahead and mark it down. Mark it. The 3 out of the past 4 Easters, at least the past 2 Easters, Jordan Spieth has won a golf tournament. So put your pastels on, and I'd say have at it, man. Spieth, he's a surefire pick for Easter.
Oh boy, there he goes and said it. No, he's definitely good. That's what you got a hedge there. You got to bet against that. I did there.
I did not see it coming, and when I say I didn't see it coming, Patrick Cantlay probably should have won the golf tournament. He definitely gave that away with multiple reasons. The main one being that fried egg in the playoff hole on 18, where he split the sand wide open, kind of up against the lip, fires off. He reminded me, I'd like to say he reminded me of you out of the sand. I don't know if you'd actually gotten the ball out of there, but if you would have gotten the ball out of the sand on that shot, I could have seen you kind of blasting it probably a lot farther past the hole than that. But I thought that was kind of Dan-esque out there.
It was Dan-esque. I had a little bit of a sweat going on with your one and done pick, so it was an interesting afternoon.
I actually thought Shane Lowry was gonna pull that off too. I at least thought he was gonna get it into a playoff. And he of course too hits it into the bunker on 18, so no dice there. The talk of the town, man. On Saturday after shooting a 63, I believe, HV3. Put that man in front of a microphone, and you'll never get him off air, boy. He was loving that TV coverage he was getting off the course after the event. I don't know. Maybe you think that was strategy for why should I be playing in these golf tournaments when I could casually be playing a round of golf and I could still be getting paid to attend these events.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I had a fun time the entire week though.
Well, I did too. My golf watching was a little sporadic. I did got a couple rounds in, so I'm a little sore, man. I think that's the first time this year that I've played back-to-back rounds of golf. So I got to get back into golf shape. Whew. Boy, see what these guys are going through week in and week out, man. I see why some folks a couple weeks ago were talking about Shane Lowry. He's not in golf shape. He ain't going to be able to make it around the course. And I don't know. Out of what I saw, look really good. Who else? EVR tried to make a little bit of a run coming in at T10, but the story of the week. Jordan Spieth, man. That is just. I think you made the comment to me, earlier when we were talking. You heard all the kids like, come on, Jordan, go ahead, Jordan. It's like, yeah, what's he been on tour? 10 years, 18 years? Do they even know who he is, really? Do they really know who he is?
When Jordan Spieth was in his prime, they were like 5 years old. There's no way all those kids know who Jordan Spieth is. I don't understand where this comes from.
Like, notice they weren't yelling his name. They weren't yelling Spieth when Michael took his took his apron off for the for the playoff round. I didn't hear anybody yelling Spieth then. Maybe they didn't know. You know, that's why they got their names on the back of the smocks.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you know, another playoff. I mean, PGA Tour doesn't let up, do they? Holy cow! Here we go, playoff.
Well, and it was getting kind of dark too. Well, I think it wasn't it looked darker than probably what it was, but it was getting cloudy. I'm like, hey man, is there going to be some weather blowing in? Because they were a little skeptical on what was going to happen for the tournament, but they got it pulled off. You know, that dye design absolutely just looks, it does not like it would suit our game very well, Dan.
Yeah. It's a fun one. It's a good cleanser off of the Masters. I think everybody's kind of getting back to normal. Obviously, Cam Smith struggled the first couple of days there. I think he was tired, and everybody could see why. Hey, Scotty's back on the lineup this week, so it's like, whoa, well, he's not making much time off. Holy cow, this Scotty Im. You know what's going on there?
You tell me, man. I don't know, but I'm excited to make it to New Orleans this week. But yeah, before we get into that, any other call outs for the tournament other than Smith? I mean, some of the folks that played well at the Masters, it looked Charles Schwartzel, T54, a little bit of a hangover probably. Webb Simpson, T59. I mean, you kind of look at Harbor Town, and that's like, you know, this is Webb's course. Stuart Sink last year, a defending champion, comes in at 68th. Just seeing if anybody else, any surprises that missed the cut.
Well, Ricky Fowler.
Cam Smith, obviously, you mentioned that. Yeah, Ricky. Bucky. You know, I was looking through the pairings this week, and you think JT just flat out turned him down? Clearly he can make it. And number two, here's the other thing. So in the way they pick the pairings for, so that it goes by ranking, is kind of who gets designated. So when we get into it a second, when you look at like Scotty Scheffler and Ryan Palmer. Well, Scotty Scheffler had to have picked Ryan Palmer as his partner, not the other way around, right? So I'm like, going, who didn't say, hey, Bucky, you got plans for the weekend? Actually, you got plans for Thursday and Friday, because we don't even have this is a cut event. You don't even have to stick around for the weekend. I need some more TV time.
I don't understand what's going on with that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of strange. You'd think with all the friends he has, he could find somebody to go play with, right? He definitely needs to. I don't know. I'm scared that he's going to end up on the Corn Ferry Tour soon enough, and then after that, who knows what? But it's not looking good. The trajectory is not good.
Yeah, I was looking earlier because I guess I'm jumping ahead to the Zurich Classic, but I don't know. You got 2 years exemption, I think, to most of the majors. You get the team members split, 500 FedEx points. Payday looked decent. I don't know, 1.26 million, I believe. That could have been for another year, but I guess the money isn't so much the worry for Bucky as it is get to be able to play. But we're not seeing a whole lot of not a lot of weekend action for Bucky, and I'm not seeing a lot of commercials either. So I don't know what's going on there, man.
So are you a little nervous for him? I mean, did you saw like at the end of the Masters when Scotty was going into the scoring booth there to do his scorecard, you see who was waiting out there for him for the big hug was old JT, and it's like, oh, we have a new best friend.
Hey, Baker's Bay, be ready to print out a new bag tag, and we may have somebody coming in. So I don't think he's nervous, but I don't think he's nervous about losing the bromance with the boys at Baker's Bay, but maybe nervous about making another cut and winning another tournament, potentially. Should be.
It's an interesting time. A lot of moving parts with people rising and falling in America.
Well, the competition isn't getting any easier. How about that?
Who was that? Shakespeare? Hawthorne.
Uh, yeah. Hey, congrats to Spieth, and what else can you say? Bet Spieth and Easter. Too bad. Actually, I think you can probably bet. I mean, this is going to be a great storyline leading into this thing, because the Masters actually falls on Easter next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so now you're going to tell me he's won the past two, missed the cut at this year's Masters. In the interview with who was it? Was Balionis, I guess, and he's kind of the disappointment that he had from his favorite golf tournament being the Masters. He didn't get to play on the weekend. He was grinding extra hard. I don't know if he could have missed more putts than what he missed at RBC, and he still gets it done and pulls it off. So storyline has been created for 51 days. I don't know. Somebody will do the math, but for next year's Masters, storyline with Jordan Spieth winning. I'll get it right in a minute.
Justin Spieth. Jack Palmer.
Winning. Jordan Spieth winning 3 Easters in a row, and it is the Masters. So there you go.
In order to win that Masters, that putter's going to need a reservation, buddy.
It's going to need a bit of a tune-up, that's for sure. And I'm jumping way ahead now. How do you like Scheffler's chance to go back to back? You think he's going to stay hot and continue through this thing, and we got a back-to-back winner next year?
You know how we do with this thing, man. I mean, so, Scotty Scheffler is the hottest guy on the planet now. He's won enough times this year with the way that rolling average works. He's not going to go anywhere from the number one for many years now. Rahm's not getting that thing back anytime soon. And we're going to predict Scotty Scheffler's going to win everything. He's going to win this week. He's going to win next week. He's going to win the week after. Just ask DraftKings. Now, it'd be interesting. Now, he didn't open as the favorite for the PGA, right? It's Rahm. Rahm's still the favorite.
Yeah, which is I don't know, questionable.
So when is Vegas not going to get this wrong, Rahm?
That's a good question. I'm trying to look and see if that is still the case. So you said for the PGA Championship?
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, okay, so I'm looking at the book that I can bet, and it's got Morikawa, Jon Rahm, Scotty Scheffler, all at 12-1.
Okay. I thought I saw something.
So well, I'm not saying, maybe on a different book. I'm not. That the very well could be, and that's the PGA. And then the book that I can bet, I've got Jon Rahm and Scotty Scheffler are even for the U.S. Open at 12-1.
That might have been it.
Even double digits. They've got. I mean, after that Jordan Spieth episode this weekend, they've got Jon Rahm outright for the Open Championship.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, okay. Probably the Open Championship. Rahm at 10-1.
Claiming I'm right until I'm right.
I'm totally making it up. It's nothing even close to what you said.
It goes Jon Rahm, and it goes Tiger Woods, right?
No, so I did look. Tiger's 50-1 right now for St. Andrews.
Oh yeah. What's
that
Jordan? Jordan, I think that's a big Jordan bet too.
It's a huge event for him. He's Jordan's 14-1. Not to be confused with Justin Spieth. This is Jordan Spieth, 14-1. Not to be confused. Yeah, Jordan Spieth is 14-1 at the Open Championship. Which I don't know, maybe. Oh, look at this. You can already, they've got 2023 numbers out. Let me see where Jordan is, by the way. Let me go ahead and take a look see. Yeah, for 2023. So they've got Rahm 11-1, JT 11-1, Cam Smith is 12-1, McIlroy 12-1, Scheffler 12-1, Jordan Spieth, not Justin Spieth. This is Jordan, Masters champion, 16-1.
They must not realize that's on Easter yet.
Exactly. Here's probably the bet though is Will Zalatoris at 25-1. I think that guy's I think he's got a green jacket in his future for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiger at 50-1 again. I don't know. I'm probably leaning more towards the Open Championship on that one. So, nevertheless, all right. Enough of that nonsense. What else has happened in the golfing world? What did I miss while I was out playing? I think you were home napping. What you napping?
Oh yeah, I'll be on the road today. Well, we did see the match 5, 6, whatever it is. It's been announced, and there's some.
So who's Phil playing with?
Well, that's a good question. It's a really good question.
Who's Phil playing with at the next match?
Well, first off, I think we got some football players in there. Yeah. So Phil is not playing in this match. He must be just taking a breather and just want to get some other people out there, get people some good airtime. Give him a chance to get some notoriety. He's just taking a step back a little bit. He's been in all the matches so far, right? So for the most part, yeah, it's probably just one he wants to sit out. Nothing to do with any recent events or anything.
Huh. I find that hard to believe. So when you get suspended from the PGA Tour, does that also mean you're suspended from playing golf on a televised event for TNT?
Is Jay Monahan the commissioner of the match too?
I mean, it kind of looks like it is. So, what are we looking at here? We're looking at, so this is the 6th rendition of the match. This will be the first time, I believe, that we've had a match with no professional golfers in it. Let's see. I don't know. Are they really giving us any details? I mean, I see. So it was that April 18th consisting. So we know it's Brady and Rogers. They're going to be playing against Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes on June the 1st. That's right around the corner. Well, they didn't give us much time to plan for that, did they? Can't cancel my trip to Ireland. I was going to visit 100% of your 50% Irish heritage.
Exactly. This had to be in the process before the whole blow up around. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Yep. They said, okay, we're gonna take Phil out and take Bryson out and put these other 2 guys in.
Well, I think Bryson's got too many injuries to have played. So I'll give you. I don't think Bryson was ever going to be in.
No, I don't either. Well, I think he would have been in originally. Potentially would have been in originally, but when he got hurt and everything, it's probably that, and then the Phil thing. So now neither one of them are in. But I would think originally that.
Yeah, interesting. So it's another 12-hole match. Again, it's airing on TNT, June the 1st. Starts at 6:30 from the Wynn in Las Vegas. Isn't that where that's where Bryson and Brooksy played, wasn't it? I believe it was at the Wynn. Yeah, the 12-holer. Huh. I guess hey, in more news, golf, the 18-hole round of golf has been reduced to a 12-hole round. Why play 9?
Why play 9? I mean, these Brooks rules, cupcake rules.
Yeah. Who do you think wins? I don't see any odds on this one yet.
So Brady's playing with which one?
Brady and Rogers and Mahomes and Allen. I don't know anything. Well, we know what Brady's done. Well, we've seen Aaron too also.
I'll take Rogers. You're Rogers. Yeah.
You got Rogers and Brady?
Yeah. Well, Brady, it'll be Rogers will win it. It'll be Rogers versus Mahomes probably, right? Yeah.
No. I mean, as I read it, it's team Brady and Rogers against team Mahomes and Allen. Yeah.
I know, but it's going to be Rogers versus Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah, those will be the leading guys on the teams. Yeah.
Well, say that to Tom Brady face to face. See what happens.
Medalist in the rain. So all right. So who's going to comment? Do you think Chuck will be there? You think JT makes a showing as a commentator?
Maybe. Looking to see. I'm scanning through. I mean, this is hot off the press, man. I mean, this is hot news right here. I don't see. I don't see anything that says who's going to be commenting yet. I think I think you get Chuck again.
Yeah.
It's at the win. So I don't know. What if we get Phil? What if Phil comes in commentating?
Do you think that's like his on ramp back into the PGA Tour? Is he going to commentate the match and the charity? Maybe he's going to give all this profits from the match over to Saudi oil.
Could be. Could be. It could be. And I mean, Sir Nick's got to be getting kind of he's getting a little sloppy. I mean, he drops the Rory chip in at the Masters, and could be this could be Mickelson's could be the roadmap to the booth. Could be.
Yeah.
Also could not.
I mean, so this will usually it's the TNT people, so it's like Chuck and Samuel Jackson, all those guys, right? Like, yeah. So
Spike Lee's going to be there.
Samuel Jackson was there last time. You think Tiger makes the show?
No way.
Not even on the broadcast?
He may make it on the broadcast. I don't know. No, I think if it's I think if Barkley's announcing, and I forget the other guy that was announcing last time, but that was in the booth. But no, if it's those guys, absolutely not. Now Peyton Manning, 100%. Peyton Manning is absolutely calling in. Phil is actually already calling in, and they're still hitting ignore. Still hitting it. He's like, guys, did you lose my number? Why? What? Hold on. What you're saying is there's another match going on, and I didn't get the memo.
Listen, we're gonna raise $100 million. We're gonna give it back to people because of what's going on in inflation. We're gonna do good things here. Bill, sorry, can't hear you. Oh.
Yeah, you're breaking up. That's great for audio, I'm sure. No, okay, so here's the thing. So the last match that we had was Bryson and Brooks.
Yes.
And so that was the first match we had that was a reduced amount of holes, and that was not our first match in Vegas. And it was our first match without Phil. So is this kind of setting the stage, or were they setting the stage and kind of getting away from that? And hey, here's what you can expect going forward. And that's part A to the question. And part B is, how do you feel about there not being a professional golfer out there?
That means they're going to need somebody there in person to be able to coach. Maybe they put some caddies out there. I don't know. They do something to kind of liven it up, right? Because you got the guys up there. Then these guys are pretty good. They play in the pro-ams and all that. But I think they're going to have somebody there from the PGA Tour that's going to help out with commentation or coaching or something to kind of give it a little bit more professionalism. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, yes, professional from a golfer's perspective. I think so. And here's the other thing that I think I've noticed with the matches is it's fun for me as a golf fan. I enjoy watching it. If you're not a golf fan, is it a fun event? I mean, is it because the chatter that's going on? I mean, when Tigers played, Peyton was obviously good, but I think that's the personality that you're getting. Phil's always good, a personality you're getting. I think that, in looking at Aaron Rodgers, Brady, Mahomes, Allen, I don't know what kind of person that, I mean, I think they're all good in their own sense, but when they're I don't know if out of their elements fair, it's definitely not what they're professional athletes at. So does it put them in a perspective that, they're not going to be able to go on that, somebody like a Phil would, right? I mean, it's just, hey man, I'm just out here playing golf. I mean, what's the big deal? Where, are these guys going to be kind of in a zone and you're going to lose a little bit of that personality and commentary? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, there need to have something on the line, right, to make it more fun for people to have an interest. So there's some kind of fun element to it or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
like a round of golf with Bill Murray at Pebble Beach.
Yeah. Yeah. Something fun. Yeah, for sure.
Something fun. All right. So Dan, let's we've spent way too much talking about too much time talking about the match. Where we should be picking our lineups for the 2022 PGA Tour Zurich Classic of New Orleans. If I jumped anything, we can catch up at the end. By the way, it is Pete Dye season, in case you didn't remember. And we're heading to TPC Louisiana and Avondale. I don't know, it's probably 10 or 15 minutes outside of New Orleans. So I'm wondering how many people are going to be playing with a hangover the next day. How many people are actually showing up with a hangover? But again, TPC Louisiana, Pete Dye design. It should play just under 7,400 yards. It's a par 72. Weather, maybe we'll see some rainstorms. Maybe we won't. It's that time of year. Again, in Pete Dye tradition, it's not overly I wouldn't call it a long course, even though it's playing just under 7,400 yards. I think we'll see if we take a look at some of the previous winners. It's favored some long hitters. It's favored some short hitters. We'll talk a little bit about the setup. And as a matter of fact, let's talk about the setup of the Zurich Classic. So this is a team event. It is going to be stroke play versus what we just saw earlier in the year at Texas, which was match play. They'll be playing, it's a 180-man event, 80 teams, 82-man teams will be playing. And I believe we have a 36-team cut. I could have screwed that up. But there is going to be a cut line. And where we're going to wind up at is, well, that's my question, Dan, is where do we wind at? Who are we picking? Are you picking two players that are hot right now? Are you picking maybe a number one player in the world paired with somebody else? You think it's folks that have played together on Ryder Cup and President's Cups? Is it complementary players? What's going on? What's in your mind? What's going to land? Who's going to be the winner for this year's tournament as far as the style of players and teammates? What's going to get it done? 35 teams, by the way, and ties.
Where's DJ at?
I think he and Bucky went to Baker's Bay. Yeah, I think
it was just before the COVID thing started, back in like 2020 when like February, and he was going to play with like Rory or somebody. He liked this event. He wanted to play. And I don't think we've ever seen him play since he kind of said he was going to do that with Rory or ask Rory or somebody like that in order to do this. And then now he's just nowhere to be seen on this thing. Where's Rory? Where's he? I mean, I know it's kind of it's time off because we're getting ready to be in major season and they want to get their calendars right and all that kind of stuff. But it's just, it seemed like it had a little bit more. It seems like the RBC's picked up steam and the Phoenix has picked up steam, and this one's actually lost a little bit of steam.
Yeah, so they did cancel this during COVID, and prior to 2016, this was not a team event. It was just a regular tour event. So starting in 17, it became the team event. So just so I can tell you who's won, since this has been a team event. 17, it was Jonas Blix, Cameron Smith, Billy Horschel, Scott Piercy, Ryan Palmer, John Rahm, and Marc Leishman and Cameron Smith. So one thing in common out of the team event, since it's been played since 2017, Cameron Smith, two-time winner. There's one player here in the team event that has also won as an individual. That is Billy Horschel. So something to be aware of there. And just before we get into the players, prior to 2016, it was Brian Stewart. 2015, Justin Rose. Who's playing this year, and some notables: Billy Horschel, Bubba Watson, Nick Watney. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays out. By the way, Louis and Charles Schwartzel were runner-up in 2021. Didn't see their names. I didn't see Louis on here. I think he's still out. I think Charles playing Tommy Fleetwood and Sergio Garcia. That's another team we'll see this year. They were runner-up in 2019. Scott Brown and Kevin Kisner. Another team we'll see this year. They were runner-up in 2017. 2018, who was that? Duffner and Perez. And I don't see either of those here for this event. So, where's Duffner and Pat Perez? They must have not got invited. They probably went to party. They said, why go play golf when we can just go to New Orleans?
Oh, I want to see Pat Perez and Harry Higgs.
Ooh. Could you imagine Pat Perez and Harry Higgs in New Orleans?
That would be good. Yeah.
I'm talking, it's like you got vodka sweats, you got meat sweats. I mean, you got all kinds of sweats after a night out on the town with those guys. How many beignets can one man eat? It's like, I don't know, but we'll find out. Yeah, that one's kind of nasty.
What's the name of that place? It's like a cafe. What is it? I forget. Dumont.
Yes.
Cafe
Cafe
Dumont.
Dumont. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, Dan, let's get into, so we're going to, this a little bit different, right? In the sense, so we are looking to our friends at Fantasy National. We do see there are no strokes gained at the Zurich since 2017. Since 2016. So I think I'm just going to eyeball this one, man, and talk a little. I think there's a lot of unique pairings here in, be it their home country, be it colleges, be it they've got a history of playing in these things together. But let's kind of take a rip through this thing and let's see who we like and who we don't like. Obviously, the favorites for the event, and not to no surprise, Viktor Hovland and Collin Morikawa. I think Victor's made the cut here before in a team event. Collin has not. That's for sure. But can we go wrong there?
No, they're a front runner to win for sure. I mean, the way that both have been playing, and Fantasy National's got these grouped by team at the salary mark there, right? So that's how we're going to be doing it. Yeah. I guess Kings is doing it that way. But yeah, they're the front runners in my opinion. What is their intro music, Cal?
Ooh, that's a good one. Collin Morikawa and Viktor Hovland. I'm thinking we're kind of leaning on like some Coldplay stuff here. I think we got a little I think we got some Coldplay coming out here. Nice. Yeah. It's I mean, I don't know. What are you picking for him?
Well, Victor's a big metal guy, so I don't know, maybe some Metallica or something. Yeah. Right. Oh, Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman. There you go. for Hovland.
I can give you, as he's smiling the whole way out.
He's gonna wear those goggles.
One thing I absolutely like those guys here. So on fantasynational.com, looking at the past 24 rounds, both of these guys, so Collin and Viktor, kind of, around the green, they don't rank out very well. Everything else looks really good, and obviously Collin looks better than that. So $10,700. I totally get why they're where they are. I'm probably not going there, but you can continue on.
Yeah, no, they're definitely up there for a reason. So Xander and Cantlay, 10,400. I mean, you can't go wrong there. They played this before. What is their best ranked here, Cal? Is it second or third? I think. Yeah.
I believe they finished third.
Yeah. I could see them winning this thing.
Third place, but I could see it just by default of Xander winning another golf tournament that doesn't count as a PGA Tour win.
Oh, he's going to play in the Tournament of Champions next year for real, somehow.
Exactly. He does get points on it, so there you go.
There you go.
I think if I'm starting in the $10,000 range, it's going to be hard to miss the Aussies here, isn't it? I mean, in Smith and Leishman, I mean that's going to be. How do you get past it? How do you get past that starting point? I mean, look at. I mean, Smith is obviously playing good. He maybe he missed the cut at Hilton Head intentionally. He could take a little time off. He could do a little fishing. He could get a little rest in, and he could come back and defend his championship at the Zurich Classic with Marc Leishman. Just maybe.
Freaking Leishman beer down on Bourbon Street.
Leishman Lager. Here we go.
Lager.
Yeah. I know.
You first. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, here's a pairing for you that should be in here: Fowler and Finau.
Oh. Well, we probably know why that's not happening, but nevertheless, yeah, it could be. Oh, save that. We'll save who we would like to see paired for later. Don't because they would not be in the $10,000 range. I can assure you that.
No, they wouldn't be up here. No, I was just thinking that. Where's Finau at? Yeah.
So you've got the rankings. I'm going to look up. Birdies are better and see who ranks out. So Cameron's first. Actually, these top 10 guys are pretty. Yeah. So Cantlay sixth. Chad Ramey. So I think I'm going straight to the $10,000 mark, and I mean, can you really argue with that pairing?
Which one? Leishman and
Sam Burns and Billy Horschel.
Oh no, that one there. You can't go wrong there either. Billy Horschel was a great match play player. This isn't match play, but it's kind of got similar elements to it. Sam Burns.
It's like a weird event, right? It's one of those kind of weird, not just regular tour events. And I feel like it kind of, if the putter gets hot for Horschel, I feel like he could kind of carry Burns on part of this. And Sam Burns, I mean, as far as driving goes, I think that he can kind of put Horschel in a different spot. That's probably going to be a little better. Again, so the first 4 ball, so playing their own ball, taking the best score rounds 1 and 3, and foursomes alternate shot on rounds 2 and 4. So I really like that pairing of I think the Burns, and it's going to be highly picked, I would expect, but I don't know, are they going to be higher owned in DraftKings than the pairing of Scotty Scheffler and Ryan Palmer?
Do we have, let's look at the ownership here. Let's take a look. Pulling this up. Ownership, it's showing Sam Burns 20.7. Yeah.
And 22. So yeah, nothing not a big enough difference to make the difference between Horschel and Palmer and Scheffler and Lowry. What kind of hangover? I mean, Lowry ranks out really good in this model at third. Heaney and Poulter, but what do you think Scotty Scheffler looks like coming into this? I mean, he's ranks 2 in the model. We know he just won the Masters. He's actually won 3 of his last 5 events. I mean, I don't know. That wouldn't surprise me.
No, I mean, the guy's the hottest player on the planet right now. As Tiger said, he's on a heater. Bull Durham, don't mess with the winning streak, right?
Don't mess with a winning streak.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a hard one to get away from right there. And Ryan Palmer, I mean, I hate to say it, Cal. I mean, this guy has got Ryder Cup captain in his blood. I mean, if he can get these type of players to play with him at this type of event year after year after year, he needs to be the Ryder Cup captain.
I don't know that Ryan Palmer has ever played on a Ryder Cup. I don't know if he's ever played on a President's Cup, but for some reason, the number 1 players in the world are gravitating towards him. And to your point, if those kind of folks are engaging, because in this case, Scotty Scheffler absolutely selected Ryan Palmer as his partner. Something's going on there, man. I mean, there's something that's happening that Ryan Palmer is, I don't know, maybe he's got a Saul on the payroll. And he's capturing some things on these guys that they don't want leaked out, but there's something happening here. Yeah.
And to your point, he had what, Rahm with him last year, right?
Yeah.
Rahm with him last year. So the U.S. team needs to go ahead and lock up Ryan Palmer as captain before the Euros get him.
Well, think about this. Scotty Scheffler has won 3 out of his last 5 tournaments. Ryan Palmer has missed 3 cuts out of his last 5 tournaments. I mean, however, he is ranked 5th in putting, gaining 8.5 strokes. No, I'm sorry. That is that. Whoa. That was Billy Horschel. That's why Sam Burns picked Billy Horschel, but why Scotty Scheffler picked Ryan Palmer. He ranks 117th in total strokes gain. He ranks 138th in putting, losing 2.6 strokes coming into this over the last 24 rounds. Ryan Palmer must be a hell of a guy, or maybe he's got a hell of a pad in Avondale, Louisiana.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it right there. Who knows?
Maybe he's a great host.
Maybe.
Even though there's some Texas roots there.
He's the Pete Davidson of the Zurich Classic.
I didn't even know that could be a thing, but I'll take it as a maybe, a soft maybe. Okay, let's go through some of these pairings. Who do you like? Who don't you like? Let's see. Let's stay in the $9,000 range for a second. Who else do you like in the $9,000 range other than Scotty Scheffler and Ryan Palmer?
Lowry and Poulter. Lowry's on fire, right? You played him last week. He came in second or third, I guess, because of the playoff. But
T3,
yeah. And he's been on fire. Everybody's been hot on him, and he's been not letting anybody down. And then you got Poulter, who, again, he's kind of like a Billy Horschel. This is his kind of format. He can play well here. And I do not count that team out right there. I think I'm going to play that team for sure.
Lowry and Poulter, I mean, familiar with each other, right? And from Ryder Cups, I mean, absolutely. I'm going to follow suit and say the $9,000 range to me is just sick. Fleetwood and Garcia, runner-ups last year. So Fleetwood definitely coming into playing better form. Sergio, as of late, definitely better form. I think that's probably a lean for me. We could talk the country of origin, if you will, in Jaco and Mito. I guess.
No, hold on. Fleetwood. Now that's an interesting play for the Masters on Easter Sunday next year.
Fleetwood.
Golf Jesus.
That's a good point. I mean, it's Passover and Easter. I don't know why we didn't do that. There's lots of there are definitely a lot of ways we're going to be able to play this. I'm making notes. I'm making notes.
Okay.
I'm making notes.
And real quick on Fleetwood, though, we are getting a different Fleetwood. So let me ask you this: where are you leaning for a Fleetwood for a one and done this year? If you're going to take on a major, would you lean at the Open, or what would you be leaning?
I don't think I'm going to go the route of the Open. That's a good question. I don't know where I'm going to go with him.
So I think he's playable this year as a one and done.
Oh, I for sure think he is. It's a good question. Where do you finish at the 14th at the Masters?
Yeah. 10th last week. 16th at Valspar, 22nd at the Players, 20th at the API. I mean, he's been in the top 20 his last 5 starts out, and he's only getting better.
Yeah, I don't think it's at a major for me. I can tell you that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't think that's an option. But hold on, the PGA, isn't that happening in
a couple weeks? Yeah.
Well, so the U.S. Open is going to be played in like Boston, right? Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got to think about that. We'll think about that. Hey, we'll talk about that more next week. Yep.
On next week's show.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So back to before Dan distracted me with all these challenging questions that we didn't. Okay. So $9,000. Hey, so hold on. Gooch and Homa. Maybe. Let me tell you who I don't like in this field. Even though I think this was Bubba Watson's first win on tour, was at this was when it was played as individuals. Was at the Zurich Classic as an individual. I believe it was 2010. So here's the thing about Bubba, and Andy's playing with HV3, which could be coming off of a little. I feel like that whole episode on Saturday sucked the life out of him, dude. That whole, I mean, they had, I don't know how long he was in the booth. It seemed like it was for a really long time. It probably wasn't as long as what it. And I'm an HV3 man. You are too. We love HV3.
Yeah.
He hasn't won on PGA Tour yet. He did win. Did he win the Scottish Open? Is that what he won? He definitely won.
He won in Saudi, I thought, right?
Yeah. So, so that's a little bit of a. I don't know. I don't think HV3's ever made a cut here. Bubba is a winner here. I think the other thing, you've got a righty and a lefty, and let's see. Bubba was T68 at the Players. He was T14 at the Phoenix. But I mean, I wouldn't say Bubba's coming to this in bad form. I would say HV3 is probably coming in better form than Bubba is right now. I just don't. I mean, is Bubba? I think that in the 4-ball. So when you're just taking best score out of the two, I think it's okay. But is Bubba going to leave HV3 in awkward spots that he's not going to be able to recover from? Likewise, is HV3 going to leave Bubba in spots that he doesn't have to recover from? And that's probably the fade to me, which probably means bet them. They're projected at 14% owned. But yeah, I think that my fade here in the $9,000 range is probably HV3 and Bubba.
Just because they're not going to be able to kind of mesh together with their games aren't kind of set up to where they kind of know that shot and know where they're going to be hitting from. It's going to be a little bit awkward.
If you just look at their stats, right, in the last 24 rounds, I mean, they're pretty even, right? I mean, strokes gained off the tee, and maybe we even should. I mean, I'm not even looking at necessarily strokes gained. I'm just looking at kind of where they're ranked, and obviously it's strokes gained, but they're not that far off from each other. And the part that is the stat that sticks out is they're pretty low in putting. And if they can't putt, then, and I think with HB3's history here, yeah, I don't know that Bubba can carry the team when it comes to the alternate shot. And likewise, I don't know that HB3, but I do think that it, from a personality standpoint, I mean, if HB3 needs a lift, if he needs a boost, I think Bubba's the guy to give him a boost. I mean, if he brings back the tears that he let roll in 2010, I mean, good Lord. I mean, they may cry through the whole first two rounds, whether they make it or not. So I don't know. We'll see, man. That's I guess that's my fade for the $9,000 range. I think other than that, depending on how you want to play it, I think my pick out of there is I think it's Fleetwood and Garcia. I think I'm going to roll that one just to get down to the $8,000 range. So
I think my pick in this range would be Lowry and Poulter.
Yeah. I don't know that you can actually go wrong. This is us prior to the match. Obviously, you're going to be able to go wrong. You're going to be able to make the wrong pick, but all right. So 8,000, not you, but I'm just saying I'm betting in general. So the $8,000 range, I like where it starts, man. I think Willie Z ranks out fourth here. Davis Riley, he surely does not. Missed the cut at the Heritage, T63 at Valero. Valspar finished second. I mean, Zalatoris has been playing a lot of golf, but he's young, so I think I might ride that hand.
Yeah. Davis has got a lot of potential. We saw him play very well at the Valspar. He was there with JT and Burns and all those guys, and I think he's an up and comer for sure, and that's why Zalatoris is playing with them. I'm sure they're probably pals or whatnot. I don't know that for sure, but it just seemed like they're a good fit. I have a lot of confidence right there too.
Wait a minute. Most of the reason I picked that is because I don't think Will Zalatoris is 21 and he's not going to be able to go to Bourbon Street. Is that not a true statement? If he's 21, I may have to rein that in a little bit.
Good point.
They have to rein that in. Where was Happy Gilmore? Where was he from? Was he from Louisiana? I know it was I know the Water Boy was Louisiana, but where was Gilmore from? Do you remember?
Where was Happy Gilmore? I thought he was a hockey player, right? So I don't know where he was from.
Yeah, he must have been from like Boston or somewhere. So and definitely. I mean, I got my movies crossed up there. Tyrrell Hatton and Danny Willett, maybe. I mean, look at Hatton's numbers last 24 rounds in strokes gained putting.
Yeah.
And Danny Willett, obviously he's a Masters winner, but finished T12 at this year's Masters. I mean, that was a little gust there from Danny Willett that I would have never expected. So I don't know. Did they potentially put something together? Maybe on and in.
I like the pairing. Yep.
I do too. Yeah. And especially at a projected
any new Guy Ritchie films, they definitely have a projection there too.
Projected at 11.5% ownership today. I can't expect that it's gonna, I mean, there's a lot of folks that are already well over 20. For Hatton and Willett at 11%, I kind of like that number. So
yeah, I do too. Yep.
On an M, 16%. I mean, so think about this. Hatton and Willett are at 11%. On an M at 16%. I don't
see that one.
Yeah. I mean, I see what's skewing it, right? It's the Willett and the on narrative, but yeah, I don't know that I would necessarily put those. I mean, obviously, Ben On doesn't have a green jacket, but I'm just saying.
Doesn't have a PGA card. He doesn't.
Quite a few that don't. Quite a few that don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Who else in the $8,000 range that you like?
I wouldn't count out Keegan and Brendan Steele. I wouldn't count that out.
I mean, no, I like that. Yeah, I absolutely like that play. Yeah. Keegan's actually been playing some pretty good golf. T8, 5th, T11, T48. So I don't know that players and what that turned out to be. I mean, Brendan Steele is not going to be able to putt. Keegan's probably not going to be able to putt, but at that ownership, I mean, maybe.
I think I'd love to see a Keegan Jimenez pairing here.
I don't even know if they'll make it to the first tee box. much less the weekend. So, but I like the way you're thinking.
I think it'd be fun. They're both good guys. They are. They've got the heat of the moment out there, but they're both really good guys. Yeah.
What do you think what's their song going to be?
Of theirs? Ooh.
I think it's going to be Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
There you go. Street Fighter Man.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I like Sig and Straka. I think that could be a play there. Straka is coming in real hot. You do have a cut at the API or miscut, but you've got T3, T30, T9 in the first. And Grayson Sig, play pretty good all around. So I think that's probably a play that I'm going to go.
I like Kirk and Todd. Todd's been showing some better golf. T26 last week, T8 the week before that. The Valero, well, not the week before, but the Valero missed some cuts, but some better recent form. And then we've seen Chris Kirk's form has been really good as well. I wouldn't count.
The only thing more boring. The only thing more boring than the Kirk Todd pairing is it's you and me. It's you and me.
Yeah.
It's the only thing more boring in the golf world. Just saying. Just saying. No, but I think there's I think there's a good I think that's a good pairing. I think it's a good showing. And I mean, hey, if boring gets you to the weekend, and I can kind of see that being a little bit of a birdie streak coming out of those guys. Go ahead. You were saying, yeah.
I've told you I still am a little intrigued, and you hate this. I kind of like the Rose Stenson thing. I know that Rose has not been in a good form. He's missed the last 3 cuts. API players, we know that was tough, and the Masters. But Stenson, T54, T18, 52, 57, again, not great showing, but these guys have played pretty well there in the past together. They know each other well. They know the games, and I'm a little intrigued by it at this price point.
I hear you. There's just nothing. So Rose, what's he ranked? 22nd and 20th in birdies gained. Man, it's just, I mean, right above them at $8,200. I just like that Kirk and Todd pairing better. And so I mean, I'm not against it, but I think once you get down to the $7,000 range, I think there's just I think there's so much more there. But yeah, I'm not. I get you that Rose and Stenson. I don't know. There's lots of things going on there that I
like the idea of it probably better than the actual stats behind it. How can you go Rose and Stenson for 8,100, but you can go Hadwin and Svensson? It's like, oh, that's a really good pairing.
It's like, well, where's that at in the lineup? I mean, and by the way, Justin Rose, previous winner here in 2015. So, I mean, that I don't know. Does that mean something? What means he's won here? So. Yeah, no, I could see that, and it's 6% owned. I guess if you wanted to take a wild card and go a direction, there's plenty of narrative you can put behind that in history and kind of where these guys are, what they're doing. Rose being a champion here, I guess I could see how you would go that direction, but I ain't doing it. I am not putting any money on that one. Definitely going to win.
Do you like the Hadwin Svensson? I kind of do.
I love the Hadwin Svensson. I mean, you got the Canadian connection. They're both coming in. Well, I say they're coming into it good. I mean, you got a few missed cuts out of Svensson. Played okay at the RBC Heritage. Played okay at the Valspar, but Adam Hadwin ranked 7th out of the model. Svensson 69th. And I mean, I could see a little bit of a connection going on here. I'm probably, and a lot of other people do, at 16%. I think I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna stoop to another level. Oh well, that's in the $8,000 range. I don't want to leave your $8,000 range yet. Unless you're good too.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll save some money. And I'll just drop down to Mitchell and Snedeker, man. Snedeker, he ranks 114th, and he has been playing shitty, except for T18 at Valero. Keith Mitchell, who ranks 9th on the other hand, I think this is a completely different Keith Mitchell that we've been seeing, man. And I think there's potentially something here. So I like the Mitchell Snedeker pairing. If Snedeker could just even possibly get hot with a putter, just not get cold with a putter, I think there could be something there.
I do too. I think there's something there, 100%. There's a lot of good teams here. I mean, the Bezaden who Schwartzel one. I mean, there's like that one too.
I do too. His buddy isn't here though, so he's probably going to be a little burned, He's probably going to be a little sad that Luio's not playing with him.
Yeah.
But Charles, yeah, I mean, his numbers do not look good.
No.
But I mean, you saw, and I mean, the former Masters champion, you saw what Tiger made it to the weekend, and so there you
All right, who's your favorite down
go.
Any favorites down here?
7,000. Yeah, I mean, I got plenty. I think it's is it Doug Gim and Matt McNeely playing together?
Yep.
Is that really the case?
Yep.
Doug Gim and Matt
No,
McNeely. I don't
no,
think that's possible.
Bramlett and McNeely and Gim and
Okay.
Schwab,
Okay. All right.
I think.
Maybe, yeah, so maybe McNeely. Maybe.
Yeah,
So
Bramlett and McNeely. Sorry. Yep.
yeah, so I mean, McNeely's been playing good. I don't know. I may like that Gim and Schwab better.
No, it's not Gim and Schwab. Yeah, it is Gim and Schwab. Okay, you're right. Okay. Getting mixed up there. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm probably still leaning on yeah, McNeely and Schwab, maybe. No, I'm going that, yeah, Kisner and Brown. That's my $7,600 pick for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's either, so it's Kisner and Brown, and previous winner. I think I'm gonna pull a card and go. I don't know. Who do you like at the 7,000? So who do you like? I gotta look at these numbers over here real quick.
It's okay. I'm with you on the Brown and the Kisner one.
Yeah, I can't get away from that. I can't get away from that one.
Snedeker, Mitchell, those are the ones. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of pop out at me.
6,000 range. I mean, there's plenty of other people that we can talk about in the $7,000 range. I mean, that's but those are probably my two, which they're everybody else's as well. So let me look through and see who else, if anybody else just really sticks out. Who's it? Yeah, Day and Scribner. Nord and Norlander, could be a little home cooking going on there, except Norlander's, so Knox and Stewart, I feel like they're going to hit a lot of fairways. They're probably not going to make any putts, but they're decent around the green. Joel Damon, didn't look like his history is all that great around here. So, and I can see Damon down there with Higgs running around with their shirts off on Bourbon Street. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Let's see. I thought I saw that Bryce Garnett. So Stallings and Garnett's they're playing together. I thought I saw that Garnett was out. That may not be true. I think I was setting a lineup earlier and it looked like they may have been out, but that may not be the case. Don't know. Hoagie and Barjan, maybe. Hoagie got, after his win. Yeah, I can't go Barjan. Can't cancel that. Ooh, who I do like here is well, I'm already in the $6,000 range. Can we just drop down there?
Yeah, we are down there. I thought yeah. Yep.
Now, at the top of the $6,000 range, Uline and Wierenski. They were
Yep.
third here last year. So I think at $6,900, low ownership. They're ranked 76 and 91st, playing ranked as good as a lot of pairings higher or the higher price point than that. So I think that's probably a place I could go. And I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else any lower than that I need to get to. I actually did look at Ryan Brim and Mark Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Brim just won at Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Hubbard, I don't see his track record here, but could be. Jim Herman and Von Taylor. I mean, if I really got to go stretching, maybe I could. And I think I'm going to find my way back north of anybody down in this low. I don't think I'm going to go that low. I'm going to make other picks.
Should we do a lineup?
We should.
All right.
Let's see. All right. So what do you start?
All right.
So by the way, on DraftKings, you cannot draft two players from the same team. So whatever score you get for the player that you draft, that's just what you get for the team. So but both players are priced at the same price point. So I don't think it really makes a difference. So you start us off wherever you want to start.
Should we go with Lowry Poulter?
I'm good with that.
All right, you're up.
I'll send us to. I think we got to go. All right, so I'm going to throw two wild cards out. You pick between them. You want to go Keith Mitchell? You want to go Mitchell and Snedeker, or you want to go Kisner and Brown?
Kisner and Brown. No. Mitchell and Snedeker. Okay.
32-6 left.
Hadwin and Svensson.
Yeah, I like that. Take the Canadian play.
Mm-hmm.
We got 24-6 left. 3 players. So, we're digging deep, baby. So what if we go? So we could save $100. So at 8,900, you got Zalatoris and Riley. At 8,800, you got Hatton and Willett.
Riley and Zalatoris thinks the way to
go. We got 15-7 left. So we can go to the bottom. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. That was rude. Who do you like? So it's got to. I mean, we can go 6,000, 9,000, or we can go we can go middle of the road.
Who do you like in the $6,000 range?
Let me see. Yeah, I'm just looking and so I mean we're going totally off the range here. So I think in the $6,000 range.
If you don't like it down there, let's just go up higher then. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah. I mean, we could go Bram and Hubbard. I mean, they could make some birdies. Let me see what's their. What's their birdies or better look like? Hold on. Yeah, I know Ramey, oddly enough, but I don't like that Ramey bet. No, I think we gotta go.
Sevens, go stay in the sevens then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can, I don't mind the Mad McNeely bet.
Okay, let's go McNeely. Let's do another lineup. Let's start another one. All right. Let's finish this one first. McNeely. Let's see.
So this is McNeely and Bramlett.
Yep. All right, we got one more.
And so we got $8,000 even left.
Yeah.
We may need to pull somebody out and reload here.
Okay, let's reload. Who do you want to pull? You want to start over again? Or you want to, what do you want to do?
No. Let's just who do you want to dump out of this one?
You want to start at the top with Lowry and Poulter and come back up that way? We can come back up that way.
I'm just saying, do you want to dump Lowry and Poulter?
Yeah, dump them. Yeah.
All right, so we got 17.5 left.
Got
Do that. Ooh, so if we go, oh yeah, so if we go Sergio Fleetwood, then we can
like
then we could go Rose and Stinson.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. There you go. For giggles, let's do one more.
All right.
Let's do
Well, let's hold on. We'll make it fun. What are you doing here? If we're doing one.
Yeah, one more.
All
I'm
right,
just
let's look.
I'm trying to get another one up, another empty one. There we go.
Okay, well let's look at previous winners. Okay, so let's go two-time winners first. So we got to go Cam Smith. I'm saying two-time winners at the event. You got to go Cam. You got to go Billy Horschel. I don't know if this is going to work out. So that's the only two-time winners. Oh, wait, we already got Rose, but that's okay. Hold on, I'm thinking this through. We can go. So we can look at winners. We can go Bubba Watson.
Okay.
Ooh, it's looking thin.
Ooh,
So that's at 20,000. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see. Robert Streb, Kisner, Brown, Duffner, Perez, Sergio Fleetwood. Yeah, that strategy of mine didn't work out.
Okay, let's clear that one out. Let's go first time winners. It's definitely going to be
all right, so Billy Horschel.
No, first time. So people that haven't won yet that we think could be first time winners here.
Okay, so Willie Z. I guess you got to go Xander, right?
Xander. Yeah, those guys.
It's totally derailed our lineup immediately.
Yeah. Let's take that out. So I could see Gooch and Homa. I could see them doing something here.
Yeah, but they're not first time winners.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's what you can tell me. Just to pick who you think's going to have the best intro song.
Oh, the best intro
just by their name. Just by their name. I think based on their names, I think it's got to be Xander. I mean, his name starts with an X. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's got to be a good intro song.
Okay. All right. He's
we already got Fleetwood and Garcia in another lineup, but I mean, anything that says Fleetwood in it, I mean, is he related to Mick? And I ain't talking about Jagger either.
Exactly. All right, we'll throw him in there.
I'm going to go down to. Oh, shit. Did we put Steele and Bradley in the lineup?
I don't think we have yet, have we? No, we haven't.
All right. Well, I mean, the man's last name is Steele, for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
This is another good one. We gotta pay attention. Did we put Sig and Straka in the other one?
Nope.
I mean, Sig and Straka. I mean, that's
All
like
right.
a great band name.
It's a great band name.
Let's see.
Run low
Nobody
now.
would be able to pronounce that one. Oof, we're way down the list, baby. Way down the list. Let's see, we have to trade somebody out, but let's see. Get Duffner down there. No chance. I'm not even gonna go down that road. Oh, we gotta go Herman and Taylor, man. They were what they
Yeah,
yes,
Herman
we
and Taylor.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's Richie Warinsky at? And Peter
That's a good one.
Uline.
Okay.
We got $6,500 left.
Well, hold on. I got to take one out because I haven't. Who did you take out?
We got Fleetwood, Schauffele, Steele, Straka, and Warinsky. Oh, Herman, you said.
Take Herman out?
No. Just leave him in. You can leave him in.
Warinsky, Straka, Sig, Steele, Bradley, Schauffele, Cantlay, Herman, Garcia, and Fleetwood. I got who do you have somebody in there that I have either twice?
Fleetwood, Garcia, Herman and Taylor, Schauffele and Cantlay, Steele and Bradley, Straka and Sig, Warinsky and Uline.
That's 6 people though.
We don't have to take anybody. We're good.
Oh, we're good. Okay. Good. All right. I thought you were going for one more. Okay. All right. That's a good looking lineup. All right.
Get a foul, Donnie.
Outrights. Who do you think's got it?
Yeah. I gotta go with I think I'm gonna go Fleetwood and Garcia, man. I think that's the number is pretty good on them that I can get, which is I got a couple. Just I'll make it quick. I mean, at this point, why make it quick? But Fleetwood and Garcia 16-1. Gooch and Homa 25-1, maybes. And if I'm like going to really, if I'm digging and stretching, I might go. I mean, I don't know that there's any way they could pull this shit off, but I'm probably going Brown and Kisner at 80-1.
There you go. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, give me Kiz. I saw somebody busted him up over all that tobacco spitting he was doing. So so there. Who you got?
Oh, for outrights? I don't have the odds in front of me, but I'm gonna say I think Leishman and Smith are hard to beat, aren't they?
Yes.
It's hard.
But
there's not
on
good
paper
odds.
they are. Yeah, and on the course too. So yeah, for sure.
All right. If we're gonna add
the book I can bet's 9-1. So
okay, that's not that good odds. If you're gonna add in some pairings, your dream teams, who's your dream? Give me like 3 dream teams.
All right. So we already mentioned Bucky. So I got to go Ricky Fowler and I don't know who I'm gonna. I'll pair Ricky and JT.
That would be a good pairing. That would be a good pairing.
Yeah. I think Jordan Spieth, not to be confused with Justin Spieth, and Dustin Johnson, I think would be. I think that could be a fun pairing. And who's my last? Yeah, go ahead.
Rahm and Phil.
Oh, I thought you meant people that weren't suspended that could actually show up and play.
Give me Rahm and Phil.
Well, you really opened this category up now. I mean, I can talk for another 2 hours.
Brooks and Bryson.
I mean, Brooks and Bryson for sure, but no way. I mean, Brooks ain't ever getting into that shit show again. I think he checked the box, and that's a done deal, buddy. That is not happening ever again in his books, unless it just organically happens out of but the way Bryson's playing, I don't know it's going to happen. Who's another one that would be good? Tiger and I get it's not even realistic though, but Tiger and JT would kind of be fun to get to watch.
That would be fun to watch.
Yeah, but Jordan and JT probably. I think that'd be good.
So do you ever think let's go back to the match for a second. Think we could get like Will Smith, Matt Damon pairing?
I thought that was Brooks and Bryson's what I thought it was, but clearly those guys are all talking no show. So I guess that's not the case.
Will Smith, Matt Damon, little.
Are they even golfers? The golfers?
They did the golf movie together. That's all I know. Yeah.
Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's it. Well, maybe it could. I mean, Damon looks like he has strong shoulders. That's all I can say. So maybe that can happen. That probably could happen. It's like, no. We're going with the staff bag, baby. Give me the staff bag. Yeah. So I don't know. Who's your pairing? Who would you like to see out there?
On the match or on the Zurich?
On the Zurich.
Oh, give me Phil and Rom. I want to see.
Phil and Rom. Okay. All right. Boy, that is Oof. I mean, Rom actually might punch him at some point in the round.
Yeah, he could.
It's like,
be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun.
It'll be good. I like these. I kind of like these team events. I think it kind of breaks things up. I think it's fun. It makes it interesting to pick who you pick a winner. But hey, I don't know. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you get really lucky. Hold on. To any new TV? Did you get new TV for us? Got anything new?
Tokyo Vice. I like it. You like
it? After a long Easter weekend and lots of rounds of golf, I did actually get a chance to sit down and kind of take a break and relax. And I got caught up on it last night. And it's a damn good show. Damn good.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul's coming back. It's going to be good this week. Yeah. I got
to catch up on Better Call Saul. I haven't I never got into that one, but I'm sure it's something I can get into. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah. Danny, don't forget, send photos. We want royalties for those signatures. And until next time.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.